Hey guys, it's Nikki. So in today's video, I'm going to be filming a Q&A for you guys. In my last video, I mentioned that I wanted to film a Q&A for any questions you guys had for me, and also on my Instagram. My makeup Instagram, I got a ton of questions in my messages regarding, makeup and also some life questions. So feel free if you have any questions for me to leave them down below, and also too, I will always have my socials down there that you can always message me on there as well for any questions so I can do more Q&As for you guys. Also, I'm not shy at all, so you can literally ask whatever you want and I'll probably answer it. So let's just go ahead and get started with the Q&A. Okay, so my favorite drink has to be from Starbucks. I love Starbucks. I'm kind of a basic white girl. I love pumpkin spice lattes. Those are my favorite. But as kind of like an everyday drink, I always get a white chocolate mocha. It is really it's more of a stronger drink, but I kind of like stronger coffee. I don't like just straight up coffee. Like, it has to be like a mocha or latte where you can't just taste the coffee, but that's my favorite. Or I really like going to Scooters. I mainly go to Scooters in the summertime because they have really good smoothies, and I love drinking smoothies in the summertime, so I usually always get like, what's it called? It's like the wild berry smoothie or something like that. It's got like a bunch of berries in it. It's really good. I always get protein added to that, and then I also get whipped cream because can't go wrong with whipped cream. I always get a peanut butter power with an extra shot because I'm obsessed. I thought this question was so funny. God, what would my name be? Veronica. Quick funny story, I had an ex-boyfriend where we got on the topic where if we ever were to have kids one day, like, obviously we're not together anymore, but like, if we were to ever have kids one day, what would their names be? And he wanted to name a girl Veronica and the boy Voldemort. I don't know. Is that from Harry Potter? Maybe not. I don't know what the hell that's from, but I said no. It's just like so like Veronica. I think it just sounds exotic. Like, I feel like that would be a great stripper's name. No offense to anybody named Veronica. Like, I'm not making fun of your name. I'm just saying I think it's like a very exotic, sexy, out there name. My favorite lipstick brand by far is MAC. Whirl is my all-time favorite nude right here. It is like down to the bone. I swear this poor lipstick has been through hell, but I love Whirl. Whirl's probably my all-time favorite color from them. I do have quite a few MAC lipsticks, but I always use Whirl. I just think Whirl is a very comparable, beautiful color. It goes with any look, and I like because it's summertime, and as much as I love to wear makeup, and as much as I do love to wear lipstick, and I do wear a full face of glam makeup in the summertime, Whirl is just a very comparable color because, summertime I do like to play with color, or sometimes I do like to go more natural, so I don't want to do a super bold lip for being a very nice comparable color that will really just go with everything. And if you watched my last video, you know that I love Fenty Beauty. Which one is this? This is in Spanked. So I love this color. I just think it's such an interesting nude, and it's so pretty. I do have a tutorial using this color, so I will leave that down below along with my previous video. It's such a pretty color. It's like a terracotta nude. It's just a beautiful terracotta nude color. Like, I just don't know how to describe it, but it's so pretty, and it's a really nice everyday color. It's nothing too crazy. I don't like pink undertones when it comes to nudes. I thought this question was a really good one, and it's when did I first get into makeup? Because it's kind of like how I started, how I kind of am where I'm at now, and kind of what started the whole YouTube game for me. So I think I first really got into makeup when I was in 9th and 10th grade of high school, which is freshman, sophomore. I wore makeup here and there when I was in middle school, but like your girl needed help. But then when I was in middle school, you know, makeup tutorials and YouTube on makeup wasn't really a thing. So, you know, when you wore makeup in middle school, you didn't have a lot of guidelines that you do now. Like, I see children who are in middle school who have phenomenal makeup now because look at the resources we have. When I was in middle school, we didn't have that, which kind of really makes me feel old, even though I am not. I am 19 years old. And it makes me feel very old though, because times have really changed from when I was younger, from like 5 and 6 years ago compared to now. But freshman, sophomore year of high school, I really started getting into makeup. My 8th grade year of middle school, basically I had found Beauty Baby 44 or Lindsay Hughes, if you guys know who that is. I found her channel. And she did a lot of fashion videos. She did some makeup videos. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. And that's when I actually figured out what Sephora was. I had no idea what Sephora was in like middle school. If you would have been like, oh, are you going to Sephora? I would have been like, what's that? I knew what Ulta was because we had tons of Ultas, but like we had Sephora inside JCPenney's, but we were all like, you know, as kids, we're like, oh, we don't go there. Like, what is that? Is that like, that's for old ladies? That's just like the impression that we got. Like, we just didn't think that that was like a kid's store. So we just didn't shop there. But after I watched her videos, I started watching more. That's when I just found out about Kaylee McKenzie, and I started finding about all these smaller YouTubers. And I was like, wow, I really like this. I really want to get into this. So I started practicing with makeup, looking at makeup looks online, and I started realizing like, wow, there's so much to do with makeup, and I really like this. So I really started to practice, and I fell in love with makeup. So I was around probably 13, 14 years old, and that's when I really started to fall in love with makeup. And then my freshman, sophomore year of high school, I was kind of figuring out who I was, and I figured out I really love to do makeup. I am a makeup artist, did get certified in airbrush makeup as well, so I can go more in depth on that in a separate video if you guys want it, but I don't want to take up too much time in this video because I can go on and on about it. So comment down below if you want to see that. Let's see, I have a few. Beauty related, I have to say, God, there's a lot. Jaclyn Hill, by far, I love her. I love her videos. I think that she's so educational, and I love her collabs that she comes out with. I think they're beautiful, and I think her videos are so easy to follow along because she really explains what she's doing, and I like it. Casey Holmes is another favorite of mine. I love her so much. I really like Jeffree Star. He literally makes me laugh so much. I love him. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I do. I love Jeffree Star. I love his videos. I really want to try makeup from his brand. I haven't yet because everything that I want is always sold out. And whenever I go to look, they're not in stock. So maybe I'll get lucky, so I'll be able to get some of the stuff that I want. Non-makeup related, I have to say, let's see, who else do I like? Mikey Mamps is a good one. I don't know if you guys know who he is. I mean, he's a vlogger. He's kind of like David Dobrik in a way. I like David Dobrik too, but I like Mikey Mamps. I think he's like close to my age. That's probably why. But I think his videos are just super funny. He just vlogs. He's like a daily vlogger, so it's nothing like beauty related, but I just think he's really funny, and I really do enjoy his videos. Glam and Gore. Oh, she's beauty related. Oh, but I like Glam and Gore. I love her so much. Part of the reason why I started working in a haunted house and kind of getting more familiar with special effects makeup. I don't really do a lot of special effects, obviously on YouTube. I focus it more with beauty, but I really want to start kind of getting more into it this Halloween season, so let me know if you guys want to see that. And also too, like I said, I do work in a haunted house and I do help with makeup as well, so I'm really excited for that this year. So somebody that watched my last video peeked through my Instagram, like my personal Instagram, and they messaged me on there saying that they noticed I did show choir. They kind of snooped back on my Instagram and they were like, wow, you did show choir? I do show choir. Like, where did you go, what group were you a part of and everything. So I guess, how long did I do show choir? I've been in show choir since I was in middle school, but actual competitive show choir when I was in high school. I was on varsity for 3 years, my sophomore, junior, and senior year. Freshman year, you can't make varsity, so to make varsity as a sophomore is like the biggest accomplishment, a big step up for you in the department if you do make it as a sophomore. So I was very fortunate to make it as a sophomore. I was also a captain my senior year. You know, I did win awards throughout my career in show choir. I'm not really gonna tell you what group I was a part of or anything like that, just because it would give away what high school I went to, and I don't really want to do that. So yeah, so I did show choir all those years. Definitely let me know if you guys want to, like, when it gets into the season, obviously not now, but if you guys want to see like a show choir like hacks video or like tips and tricks regarding like makeup and hair, definitely let me know what you guys want to see, because you know, in show choir you learn all your little hacks and you learn how to like keep yourself put together when you're like stressed and you're sweating like a pig on stage, trust me. So let me know if you guys want to see that. I'll keep it in mind for when the season starts. Obviously I'm not going to film it now because seasons obviously got a very long way ahead of them, but yeah, definitely let me know if you want to see that. I actually learned how to do makeup from YouTube, which is really crazy. That's kind of what prompted me to start making YouTube videos, is because I learned from a lot of makeup artists here on YouTube, and it really made me want to become a makeup artist. So that's how I did become a makeup artist. And also too, it really taught me a lot of the same techniques that I like to do. I take techniques from different YouTubers, and whichever works easiest for me is what I like to do on myself. Learned strictly from YouTube. I didn't take any makeup classes to learn how to do makeup on myself. I strictly learned from watching videos and just practicing. Last question is actually really funny. My first high-end makeup product was this little guy. This is the Naked Basics palette. It's this little guy. So for anybody who hasn't seen it, it's just an all matte palette, and then it's got one shimmer on the end here. But yeah, it's just literally your basic nude shades. And yeah, this was my first ever eyeshadow palette, high-end. And I believe it was my first high-end makeup product ever. But yeah, this little guy was my first one. Yeah, I've had this since like 8th grade, which is really crazy. But I do still use this, believe it or not. I don't really use it to make a full look out of it, but I still use this if I have a shimmer palette or if I need a matte here and there. It's that one or my Kat Von D, the eyeshadow palette. But yeah, this little guy I used all the time when I was in middle school. This was my eyeshadow. This is all I wore. But yeah, I still use this. I don't use it as much, but I still use it enough to where I want to keep it, because for different looks and everything like that. Sometimes you need a matte shade here and there, so that's what I like to use this for. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have any other questions you want to ask me, whether it's personal or more makeup related questions or live questions, leave them down below or message me on my Instagram, and I will do another Q&A again sometime. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more videos. Make sure you hit that little bell button so you're notified when I upload and you don't miss any videos for that week. And yeah, I think that's it. So bye guys.